Good morning, Steve.
Well.
Notice anything different?
No. Oh, somebody's watching us. Somebody's
no.
watching us.
Oh no, the government.
Oh, the NSA's watching us. Yeah, we're back on the video.
Finally.
People
4K.
people need to see us.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. And it's also the most easily accessible app on anyone's phone is the YouTube app.
That's true.
That's how a lot of people listen to us, strictly through YouTube. And we went like 4 months without being on YouTube.
Yep.
So we had to get back on the tube.
Thanks, Canon. Cameras.
Yeah, your last camera was a piece of shit.
It was great, but not
That
great
setting of the shutting off of the video, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for that camera?
Probably $800.
$800 ought to not shut off every 30 minutes when we record something.
Yeah. Well, I did a little research, which I use that camera for my videography stuff, because everybody says, DSLR cameras are the thing to get for video. I'm realizing that, no, a camcorder is just as good.
A camcorder, huh?
Yeah.
I have an old GVC camera that we could have used for this podcast, but the problem is it would have recorded it straight to a cassette tape.
I don't
if you wanted to get real vintage.
I don't know how to convert that to digital, but that
It's
would
not
be
a
pretty
cassette tape. What the fuck did movies used to... It was just a tape.
cool. VCR,
VCR tape.
VHS.
VHS tape. Whatever the tape. Go straight to a tape. That's where it goes. We could have done the podcast on that and just recorded a bunch.
True. But we're here. And
Yeah.
In 4K.
Yeah, we're in
You
4K.
can see our pores.
You can see, my nose is kind of dirty. Got the blackheads. If anybody knows a remedy to get rid of those, hit the hotline.
Yeah.
I got the number right here. 540-358-1583. If you know how to cure blackheads, call in. Because I need some help.
Yeah. We'll get to the juicy stuff here in a second. But what'd you do this past week?
Well, yesterday I got a rash on my neck. Thought I had the scabies.
Oh.
Turns out it was just like a mosquito bite.
Golfing?
No, I was at work and they were like, hey, "You're eat up with something." You know, these old guys in their lingo, they're like, "You're eat up. You're all eat up." Turns out it was just like a bite.
Right.
You want to talk about that flood on Thursday?
God. Like, I walk out of work and the water is coming above the knee to some people.
No way. I went through downtown Blacksburg. I thought I was going to have to get out and build an ark to get through the water. I thought I was going to have to start building a ship.
I'm glad I got out before I did.
I was driving through Blacksburg, and on Main Street, there's like, I can do this for the camera now.
Yeah.
The roads go like this, so all the water's collected in the middle. There's a damn tire floating in it.
Shit. Hell yeah. Yeah, Cole's over there, by the way, laying on the bed.
Yeah, I was like, there's a damn tire. It didn't stop raining. That happened in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
If it would have rained another 2 hours, we'd been done. My gym was underwater.
We've been swimming.
My gym had 2 inches of water on the floor. The whole gym.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So there's a flood in the gym.
There was a flood in the gym.
Jeez.
Learn
Yeah.
to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve.
I can't do that.
Go swimming lessons. With the lifeguards.
Yeah.
Let them hold your back as you're laying flat.
Yeah, I'm on that little floaty, that long floaty that's under my chest, and I'm paddling. Like a 25 years old paddling.
Monkey paddle.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's really all I've done this weekend. Flood and had a little rash.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'll tell the audience, I've had the worst 2 weeks of my life, pretty much. Last week, my grandfather died, right? And this week, Erica is sent to the ER. And we're like,
A lot of ER trips here recently.
yeah. Yeah.
All
Steve,
three of us have taken a trip.
2021.
I told you it was going to be worse.
Yeah. Like, personally, it's worse.
Yeah, I told you it was going to be worse.
Well,
Who knows what's going to happen to me in the next few months.
God. Well, so she's been having like headaches every now and then. Well, earlier this week it was Wednesday, I think. Anyway, she's like, I'm at work, and she's like, I am feeling terrible. I'm sweating. I have a fever. And she hangs out with her mom. She doesn't go to work. She hangs out with her mom. They like go to Princeton or whatever.
Party Chili's.
Yeah. Big at Captain D's. That's where they went.
Captain D's or Chili's. That's all you got in Princeton. I'm leaving one out, obviously.
Ryan's.
Southern.
Oh, Southern.
I wouldn't expect your mom and your girlfriend or her mom to go to fucking Southern.
Well,
No, wait. A little side
I wouldn't count them
segue
out.
real quickly.
Okay.
Bush, years ago, had heard that Southern Exposure in Princeton was having brunch.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And we tried to plan a trip. He called it Titties and Brunch.
God, my laugh gonna sound terrible on that.
Or Titties and Eggs or something like that.
Eggs and eggs.
And he scheduled us all a trip, and it had stopped serving it the week before. But go back to your
He
story.
was right. Titties and Benedict. Oh, that was
Yeah,
stupid.
the eggs.
Yeah. Anyway,
God.
well, I get off work and I pick her up. Well, I don't pick her up. Yeah, I pick her up. And we go back to the house and she's feeling 10 times worse. So she's up, laying in bed. She's like ice cold, and she has like two heating blanket and heating pad on her. And like feel her hand, it's like a corpse.
So you're saying she was dead.
Pretty much. And we were like, maybe I should take you to the hospital. And she's like, no, I don't want to talk, and I don't want to be talked to. I'm like, okay. All right.
She sounds like me.
Yeah.
97% of the time in my normal life.
Right. Well.
Yeah, Cole is shaking his head from experience.
Yes.
The only time I talk is here.
Well, we take her temperature, 103 or 4. So we're like, okay, we got to go. Mm-hmm. Her mom's a nurse. She's like, take her. So we take her to the ER, and I'm allowed to go with her. Like, I go with her. I sit down, and they do all the tests. They take blood or whatever. And then the x-ray machine comes in. They're like, you need to step out. I'm like, okay, I'll step out. So I'm standing there, and one of the doctors is like, you can't be back here. I'm like, you guys sent me back here, so why not? He's like, COVID protocol. You can't be back here. I'm like, well, I'm vaccinated. He's like, you're vaccinated? I'm like, yeah. Is she vaccinated? No. And they're like, well, you can't be back here. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm sent back. 2 hours later, I go up to the front desk. I'm like, can I go back there? I mean, I was back there before. She doesn't have COVID, and I'm vaccinated. And they're like, all right, let me call. And side note, I left my keys and all my other stuff in the room. So I don't have anything except for my phone. And my phone's dying. Which they have chargers in the lobby. But the cords are like, that long. So I don't want to be like, So they call and they're like, you're not allowed back there. I'm like, okay, great. So I'm there till 1:30, 2 o'clock. And I have to go to work the next day. And I'm laying in a chair that's maybe like this long. And my body's like contorted like this. And I listened to Anchorman 2 times. They play the movie 2 times on the TV.
What channel was it? TNT?
FCF or CFF or whatever, something like that. Yeah. And then I'm like, I get a text from her saying they want me to stay overnight. So I'm like, great. And she's like, just let them know that you have your stuff in my room and just head to the house, sleep, and then go call in or go to work. So now it's like 3 o'clock, and I go back home, maybe sleep for an hour, go to work. And if you guys don't know, we both get up super early, go to work, and I'm like dead the whole day. No, I'm going pretty strong, but then when I get home, I'm done, dead. Well, she has to stay another night, and turns out she has like a kidney infection, and she's had a kidney infection before, but not to this degree. And we're supposed to go on Florida. See, we're recording early because I'm leaving to Florida, and we're worried. We're like, we're not going to get to go to Florida because Erica's in the hospital. Well, yesterday she was said that she can go home, take antibiotics, and it's not any better within 10 days or whatever. They do an MRI, and we'll just go from there.
I just thought it was crazy the timing, how she got better the day before the vacation.
She told him
she rose up like the Undertaker and was ready for vacation. She's like, yeah, I've had enough of this bed. Let's go to Florida.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But they even said that she's what do you call it? She doesn't feel pain as much as like a regular person. So like all the symptoms that she was having, it was like her body saying, hey, there's something wrong with you. Headache, sweats, fever, dizziness. You gotta go. So it's been a rough 2 weeks. But we're going to Florida. So hopefully she'll be all right.
We're at in Florida.
Orlando.
I don't like that city. I took Bush and Smith to Orlando once. Mm-hmm. Miserable affair.
Fair.
Orlando is a piece of shit city. I'm sorry. I've never been to Disneyland. I went there for a football game.
Disney World.
Disney World, Disneyland's in California.
Yeah.
I've never been to Disney or Universal.
We're going to Universal.
Okay.
Harry Potter World. So excited.
Harry Potter World?
Yeah.
God, you'll fit right in there.
Yep.
You will fit right in there.
That's Daniel Radcliffe. That's Harry Potter.
I saw he was in a commercial for a television series on TNT. And it looks kind of corny. Daniel Radcliffe has been relegated to TNT series?
His career is pretty interesting. Like after Harry Potter, he's picked the craziest roles in movies.
So they're like diverse roles?
Yeah, and it's pretty awesome, the movies he picks. There's one movie called Horns where he grows horns out of his head and he becomes like,
so it's like a ram.
Yeah, he becomes like a demon.
Oh.
The other one is Swiss Army Man, where he's a dead body that comes back to life to help another guy get back to his home because he's like stranded on an island.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, hilarious movie. He gets a boner, and his boner is a compass. Tells him where to go.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
odd. That's like scary movie kind of tactics.
Yeah.
Movie tactics.
The other movie is he goes undercover as a neo-Nazi, which is an amazing movie.
What's it called?
I can't remember. I have to look it up.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
He's just head shaved.
Yeah.
Damn.
He goes full method. And the other movie I haven't seen, he gets guns for hands, like the 21 Pilots song.
Edward Gun Hands.
Yeah.
Edward Gun Hands.
Yeah. So his role picking is kind of interesting. But
I was getting a little worried about him. Now that you kind of reassured me that he's fine, I was
No,
getting a
he's-
little worried about him. I was like, a TNT series? Come on,
Yeah.
dude. They play Bones replays on TNT.
Over and over.
yeah.
And Castle.
And Charmed. You wake up, you watch a basketball game on TNT the night before you wake up and your TV's on Charmed.
Was it TNT that showed Buffy and Angel early in the morning?
What's that?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I don't remember.
No. And Angel was like
What channel used to play The Land Before Time?
I don't know.
PBS? No.
I used to watch it every morning before I go to school. I used to love that chick, Veronica.
But then, like, you occasionally get The Hobbit once in a while on TNT.
TNT, Lord of the Rings.
TNT, you need channels like TNT, TBS, and FX. You just
FX.
need those movie channels. I was doing nothing on a Saturday night a few weeks ago.
I was about to say, if
And
you
I
have
just-
nothing to do.
No. It was last Saturday night. I just got done watching wrestling, AEW. It was on TNT, and after, I was going to watch a basketball game, the Western Conference Finals, but Semi-Pro came on. Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
And he's doing the starting lineup for his team. He's just making fun of his players. I was like, I've got to watch this for a little bit.
Right,
I haven't
right.
seen it yet. So TNT took me away from the actual basketball game to watch Will Ferrell's basketball team play.
Right.
So you got to have TNT and FX.
You gotta have those last resort channels.
Yes. Yeah, and you can see them mouth the cuss words, but they change it up. It's like he's like saying shit. Yeah.
You gotta love that.
Yeah. They have a special place in my
Yeah.
my TV viewing heart.
Same.
Teddy, this has been a wild week in terms of news.
Yeah.
This has been the wildest week of news that I can think of since maybe the Capitol riot. You had the damn Miami condo collapse. Somebody decided to release Bill Cosby from prison.
Crazy.
Whose idea was that?
You know, when you said that, I have this article, and Bill Cosby eyeing return to comedy after prison release. Spokesman says he wants to return to the stage.
Yeah, well, that's no surprise.
God.
He's going to have to find a way to make some income. But he was doing shows while all that was going on before he went to prison. He was doing sold-out shows when people knew he sexually assaulted and raped 60-plus women.
God, 60.
Yeah, it's 60. 60 women. Over 60 women came out. Who knows how many more?
God.
But people would go to his sold-out shows, and there'd be like a heckler every now and then just roasting old Cosby.
Right.
And rightfully so.
Rightfully so. I was
But-
going to say that.
What's that actress that came out with a tweet this week? Let me get on old Twitter.
God, he's 83 years old.
Damn.
He is
He's
old.
that old?
Yes. Bill Cosby enjoyed pizza, was cracking jokes on first night at home after prison release. You remember that video when he's walking to like trial or something, and he just randomly goes
just
like, like, what the fuck? People want to see him. Quote.
I found the actress. She had a horrible tweet. Her name is Felicia Rashad. I'm trying to find her personal account.
Never heard of her.
She was an actress on one of maybe what was his show? The Cosby Show?
Cosby Show, Little Cosby or something like that.
Little Bill.
Little Bill.
Little Bill.
I used to watch that.
We all did.
America's dad spent first night out of prison doing comedy routines. Do your best Cosby impersonation.
I can't. I can't. I was thinking about this last night. That's just one aspect of comedy I wish I could do.
Same.
I have a buddy who can do accents, not impersonations, accents very well.
Yeah.
I can't do that either.
Erica is like great at impersonations. It's scary too.
Dylan Stout
Yeah.
does an incredible Australian.
Right.
I mean, it's insane how accurate it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of like accents, I was at the driving range a few weeks ago, and there was a group of either, I don't know, I can't tell the difference in public of an Australian and an English person talking. I know there
It's
is a
hard
difference,
sometimes,
but when
yeah.
I was hearing them talk, I couldn't tell the difference.
It depends on the word you hear. You're like, yeah, that's Australian.
But there was like a group of 18 kids. These were like teenagers playing mini golf together. I mean, that's way too many people on one hole. 18 balls on one hole.
God.
But
I would hate to be the person behind them.
oh my God, you'd be waiting all day.
Pass us. Just pass us.
But I don't know if this guy misses a crucial putt. But all I hear as I'm walking up the hill, I'm like, like 20, 30 feet from him. All I hear is, no! No!
That's like when I walk in this house earlier. First thing I hear is, oh! That's what you get when you walk in here.
It's an electric factory sometimes in this room.
Oh!
Oh, it was him playing FIFA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing FIFA. I cannot find this woman's tweet.
Your summer with new flips.
Told you. Told you I was going to happen.
Yeah.
My sound's down.
Do you remember basically what it was?
She deleted it.
Oh, of course.
But she was like, I'm paraphrasing like hell.
Right.
She said that he should have never been there in the first place.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she said something like that. I guess she was real close to Bill Cosby. And I've been listening to shows about the people touching on the Bill Cosby thing.
Yeah.
It's like he's just one of those icons from the past that you can't really believe what they did. Similar to like a Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You can't let it go. Like it's
like you love him so much that you just can't accept it.
You can't accept it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what that was. And she got lit the fuck up by everybody on Twitter. She was like, a wronged was right, or something to that effect. I don't have the tweet in front of me. I think it was deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's crazy.
I wonder where the first place he went after. He probably went, let's go to the bar, the drinks are on me! And everybody's like, no!
Yeah.
Imagine going
Only women allowed!
Dude, imagine going to Centro Taco Bar and Bill Cosby walks in, you're getting drunk!
That's a little local gag there.
You're getting drunk!
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's like, next round I'm buying! And everybody's like, no!
God.
No! But Bill Cosby, he's fucking back. Whether we like it or not.
2020 was a year. 2021 is just strange. It's just strange with stuff.
2020 was disappointing.
Yeah. Tragic.
Yeah, and disappointing. It was tragic because of COVID, I believe. And it was disappointing, the reactions people had to it.
Yeah.
All the fighting.
Yeah.
You know, that stupid ticket
Yeah.
to win president of the United States. They picked two morons to run it, and it created so much divisiveness. And people hate one another in this country. So it was disappointing because everyone's like, oh, this COVID thing's a good opportunity for Americans to unite.
Right.
There it is. He had a little subtle laugh there. It made it worse.
Yeah.
It's like tearing half a paper. Instead of taping it back up, you just rip the whole thing. I mean, that's just what happened. So 2021 was disappointing. 2020 was disappointing. 2021 is just strange.
Yeah.
With the news. You know what else is strange? What the fuck's going on with our climate?
Hail is arising.
There's a hurricane forming in the Caribbean in June.
Yeah.
We're 2 days into July, 3 days into July, but it started forming in June.
Yeah.
We don't get that till August. It's that time of the year for Puerto Rico to start asking for money because their homes get destroyed.
Yeah.
It's that time of the year again.
God.
It's that time of year for Puerto Rico to start asking for money.
Jesus.
I'll give them a few dollars. Yeah. Also in the Gulf, there's a hurricane coming There's a damn fire in the ocean.
You know, the first time I saw that Rogan posted that, I thought it was CGI.
You know what I thought it was? I thought it was a volcano. I didn't see the water.
Right.
When they said something about Mexico,
I didn't think it was real.
I thought it was a volcano erupting.
Yeah.
No, it's just a big circle on fire in the ocean.
Isn't there multiple now?
I'm not sure.
I think I saw there was another one. It's pipeline, right? It's a
A
pipeline.
pipeline ruptured and caused a fire in the ocean. Listen to what I just said. There's a fire in the middle of the ocean. There's nothing on fire. The water's on fire. The water is on fire.
Like what would be underneath
Well,
that
it's
causes the explosion?
there's a pipeline and it ruptured.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But water is on fire. And that is insane.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the video, please look it up.
Yeah.
It is just a
We'll try and post a photo or a
it is
video.
a giant bowl of fire in the ocean, and they're using water to put out the fire
It's in water.
that's in water. What the fuck is going on?
It's like the entrance
Daddy,
of
there's a
hell.
fire on top of water.
And it's not oil, right?
That might have been what caused it.
Yeah.
There is a fire in water, and they're using water to put out the fire in water.
What's happening?
I don't know, our climate's acting weird. Portland, Oregon's been like 115 degrees for the last 2 weeks. And if you know anything about Portland, Oregon's kind of mild. Doesn't get crazy hot there.
It's wet a lot, right?
It rains a lot in the winter and spring, a little bit in the fall.
And it's 74 over here right now.
74 here.
Yeah, so I woke up on my way here. I was like, dang, I could have wore a long sleeve.
I did yesterday. I wore a long sleeve hitting
Yeah.
golf balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only I was thinking about, rural Americans in this area in particular, what would get them over the hump on climate change? And I was like, if it was 115 degrees here for 2 weeks, how would people react?
It's fucking hot.
It's too hot. If it was 115 degrees here for 2 weeks,
God.
they'd be a couple days. Be like, yeah, Benji's putting the solar panels on the roof tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna start recycling tomorrow.
We need to call in Josh Farrell because he works for solar.
Yeah, that's what would happen. It would have to be 115 degrees for 2 days here, and people would be like, I've had enough. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in temperatures up to 115 degrees outside?
I don't think so. I mean, I've been to Florida once, but it wasn't that high.
I'm going to tell you what. Virginia humidity, it's nothing like Florida humidity.
God, no.
I tell you what, 85 and a lot of humidity is just, it bears down on you.
Yeah.
Especially Florida, too.
Yeah.
I went to Las Vegas. 115. Felt fine.
Really?
It's dry. It's just dry heat. It feels like there's a blow dryer in your face the whole day.
Right.
I was wearing long sleeve and pants clubbing in Vegas. I was clubbing in a long sleeve. 115 degrees. Can't wear shorts into the club, Teddy.
No. You
gotta wear your dress pants.
You gotta dress to the nine when you go there.
Yeah, and that's what I wore in Vegas, 115 degrees. My buddy's like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, I'm clubbing in Vegas.
I'm dressing appropriately.
I'm going to the strip club in Las Vegas. Here's a story about that Vegas trip, real quick.
All right.
We were at a local in Vegas on the strip, an Outback Steakhouse.
Wow.
That's where they took me for my birthday. And we were looking for some stuff to get into that night. This dinner was at like 9 o'clock.
Like, as in women?
We were looking for some stuff to get into. It was like our last night in Vegas. Before we came home, we were looking for something to get into. And we had found that this strip club provides limo rides to the strip club. So we set that up, and the waitress was like, "What are you guys getting into tonight?" And one of our buddies is so ashamed to tell her we're going to the strip club. So he's like, "Yeah, we might go to a bar tonight." She's like, "You're going to the Sapphire, right?" Which is a strip club. He's like, "Yeah, that's exactly where we're going." So he wouldn't tell this waitress
Was that Tanner?
Yeah, it was Tanner.
No,
I knew it.
Of course it was.
He did not want to tell the waitress where we were going. She's like, "You guys are going to the Sapphire, right?" She hadn't heard our conversation. She just assumed a bunch of these dudes were going to go to the Sapphire.
Right.
So it was just so funny watching him get caught, and he's like, yeah, that's where we're going. That's where we're going.
I can see him now.
She's like, "Yeah, of course." She's like, "I'm not going to judge you. You're in Vegas."
Yeah.
But yeah. It's very hot in some places, very mild in some places. Our climate is bipolar.
Yeah. It's going through a phase.
If water is on fire, something ain't right.
No.
If hurricanes are happening in June, something ain't right here.
Right.
Hurricane Elmo is coming. Actually, it's called Elsa.
Elsa?
It's Hurricane Elsa. It's tropical storm right now. You know how
Isn't
they
it a
upgrade.
Disney princess, Elsa?
Yeah, it's Frozen.
Why would you name that?
They gotta name them.
I know, but most popular Disney character?
I want my
Something-
Hurricane Hunter to just be the most disastrous fucking thing.
God.
Like, yeah, living up to the name.
God.
Right? Hurricane Justin, you don't want it. You want it to be a category 1, just a little rain,
Yeah. I don't want to kill anybody.
just a little water.
Little tears.
I want Superstorm Steve. Remember there was Superstorm Sandy?
Yeah.
It got so bad they were like, "Fuck this hurricane name. We're calling it a superstorm." It upgraded from a hurricane to superstorm. That was the weirdest storm ever. Because it went up the coast, the East Coast. And then when it got to New York, it turned into like a blizzard.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It happened in like November.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like 24 inches of snow. It went from hurricane in North Carolina, just wrecking beaches, to a blizzard in New York.
I'm calling it now, this winter. It's going to be insane. Here in Virginia. I'm going to call it.
I've had a good history of predicting Virginia winters.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. People in the area always say, "Oh, we're going to get tons and tons of snow this year." And one year I was like, "It's going to rain. It's just going to be wet." And that one winter, it hovered around 35 degrees and just rained the whole time. It didn't snow.
Premonition.
It just snowed. I didn't even read the Farmer's Almanac. I didn't even go to the source.
Yeah.
I didn't even read the almanac, and I called that winter. This winter was a little different, a lot more snow.
Yeah.
So you're predicting what now?
Blizzard.
Lots of snow?
Blizzard in Virginia.
A blizzard? I don't necessarily see a blizzard. I'm just looking into my crystal ball here, the microphone.
I wanted to order a crystal ball for the table.
You're probably going to do it now, let's be honest. Anytime you have an idea, you buy it the next day.
Hey, I go for things, all right? I go for it.
Yeah, you do. Especially with the hotline.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that. Should we get to it now?
Yeah, I segued that for a reason.
All right.
Guys, if you didn't know, we started a hotline. I've only repeatedly said the number
Yeah.
throughout the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
540-358-1583.
I got it in my head now. Like, I know it right off the top.
I'll never know it. I forget my parents' numbers sometimes.
Right.
So I'll never know it. But I got this handy little cue card in front of me that I made.
Yeah.
6 weeks after I said I was going to initially make it.
Yeah.
Teddy,
Yes.
did we get any quality calls for the first time?
We have one call, and
One is better than none.
Yes, and it is perfect for our first call. I'll just say that.
Oh.
And it is... You haven't heard it yet.
No, I have not. Teddy's our screener to make sure none of you are saying anything foul.
Right. And if you say something foul, I'm going to play it anyway.
Fair enough. You're going to make the show, okay.
Yeah. So let me just pull it up here. I'm trying to get it on speaker. So just bear with me.
First time doing this.
Yeah, I might have to edit this.
Let's hear from the people. Let's
All right.
hear from the Unhelpful Advice community.
All right, here it is. Our first hotline.
Our first call.
Here we go.
Taking our first call.
Hey, so, okay, I need some advice. So, basically, I recently found a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and, like, okay, my family is like a weird tradition of where, like, as soon as you get married, the first time the intercourse happens, like, the parent watches to make sure that, like, a baby is going to happen. Like, something is conceived to continue the family name. And my fiancé does not think that he thinks that's so weird and, like, not cool at all. And, like, a bunch of other people I've heard in Pembroke do that as well. So, like, I'm just not sure how to maybe, like, say to him that this is okay, like, this is normal, because he's not from around here. So, because he's from Egypt. Long story, I know. But, so I'm just, like, trying to figure out how to explain to him that that's, like, an okay thing. It's normal here. How would you go about, like, getting him to be okay with that? Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay. Interesting first caller. We thank the person who called.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. How do I,
The Egypt thing got me. Because he's from Egypt, you know.
You know what? That is actually, like, people's been doing that for years. Like, when King Henry got married
Yeah.
to, you know, what's that name, have really long hair, French. God damn it.
the only thing about...
Not King Henry. King Francis.
Okay, well, let me
Well,
stop
Cole,
you
you
there.
don't know.
Let me stop you there because you went all the way back to the kings.
Yeah, that's a monarchy.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily have that in Pembroke,
Yeah.
Virginia.
But they did it.
Yeah.
They watched.
It definitely was a thing. Yeah.
This is 2021.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that tradition going on in the area.
This area.
I'm intrigued now.
Yeah.
I am. I have never heard that through word of mouth around the area. That the in-laws watch the process of the baby to make sure it happens.
First time they have intercourse.
So they gotta wait to even have the intercourse.
I think maybe after the wedding. I think that's what you might have said. I want to spend the rest of my life. My family is like a weird tradition of where, like, as soon as you get married, the first time the intercourse happens, like, the parents watches and make the transcript's off a little bit, but first time after you get married.
The
First time you have
first,
intercourse.
so, like, when I was watching the old Game of Thrones, the bedding ceremony,
Yeah.
where everybody runs the bride up to the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then they run the groom up there, and they get it on.
This is amazing.
I-
The first call.
So it sounds like she's attempted to make her man comfortable with this idea, and he sounds a little tentative. He's from Egypt. I'm from America, and I would be nervous as well.
Well, let me stop you there. If we listen to it again, you can tell in her voice That she knows is weird.
Yeah, she did say it was weird. She said they have this weird tradition.
Let me just play it one more time for everybody.
Hey, so, okay, I need some advice. So, basically, I recently found a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Congrats, by the
And,
Yeah.
like, okay, my family has, like, a weird tradition of where, like, as soon as you get married, the first time the intercourse happens, like, the parent watches to make sure that, like, a baby is going to happen. Like, something is conceived to continue the family name. And my fiance does not think that he thinks that's so weird and, like, not cool at all. And, like, a bunch of other people I've heard in Pembroke do that as well. So, like, I'm just not sure how to maybe, like, say to him that this is okay, like, this is normal, because he's not from around here. So, because he's from Egypt. Long story, I know. But, so I'm just, like, trying to figure out how to explain to him that that's, like, an okay thing. It's normal here. How would you go about, like, getting him to be okay with that?
Cut
Okay,
the audio. All right, here's the deal.
Unhelpful advice.
Here's the deal. You gotta do what's comfortable for your relationship. If homie doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to do it.
Yeah.
This isn't your parents' relationship.
This is
yours.
And coming from the voicemail,
She sounds a little hesitant.
you know it's strange.
She's a little hesitant. Sounds like she's hesitant to perform the tradition
Right.
in the first place.
Right.
You do what's comfortable for you.
Your relationship, not your parents' hopes and dreams of watching you have sex.
Sex.
Yeah.
S-E-C-K-S.
Yes.
Yeah, you do you. Mm-hmm. That's very basic advice, but that applies to this.
Yeah.
If he's not comfortable doing it, it sounds like you're going to have a hard time convincing him to do it.
Yeah. I mean, just think of what comes after if it actually went through. How he would feel so awkward around the family.
Yeah.
For the rest of y'all's marriage.
Yes. It'd be very awkward.
Yeah. Him looking at your father. Thinking you saw
Her father
my...
just looking into his eyes at his vinegar strokes when he's conceiving the baby. Her father looking into his eyes. That's... I'm out. Hey, if I'm this guy and I'm listening, or if I'm thinking about the situation in detail,
I just imagine the Egypt guy looking over, and the dad's just like, yeah.
that's my granddaughter. That's my grandson. That's my grandkid. Yeah. If you're not comfortable doing it, it's simple. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. If he's like, that's gonna have to be a mutual decision. And if he's not comfortable doing it,
It sounds like you already know the decision.
yeah, it sounds like you know where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
That might not fly. So yeah, thank you for the story.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that's a cultural norm in the area.
And if Pembroke listeners are
Yeah.
listening right now, and you've heard of this, or anywhere, please call it.
If you've heard any more family traditions, cultural norms that I don't know about, call the hotline at 540-358-1583. I'd love to hear it. Or if you don't want to hear your voice on the show, hit the email.
Yeah.
unhelpfuladvicepodcast@gmail.com. Send us your stories. That's what this is for. We
And-
want to hear from the people.
And when you call this hotline, I just receive
A transcription.
a transcription.
So somebody like my mother's typing it, listening to these calls.
Yeah. And when you call, I don't see the number. It just says caller ID. And you don't have to say your name. You can keep it anonymous, or you can say your name, or you can tell where your location is like she did.
Yeah, that was appropriate. She said Pembroke.
Yeah.
That's 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
So, thanks for the submission.
Yeah.
Look forward to hearing more calls from the from the Unhelpful Advice
great.
listeners in the next few weeks.
Yes.
I've already had people tell me they're calling, and I was like, okay, call.
Yeah.
With a hot story.
Right.
So thank you for that.
Yeah,
that was
thanks.
That was a good introduction into the voicemail.
Congrats.
And keep
on
in
the,
mind, it's not a hotline. We're not live. We're not taking the calls live. You got to leave voicemails.
Yeah.
Voicemails is what we should be calling it.
Yeah. Unless it's scheduled or whatever, and you want to schedule a call for an episode, have a conversation, we can look into that. Just call, keep leaving voicemails, requesting. And if you want to do that, leave some information like a Facebook or email or whatever, and we'll figure out that. So, but leave a voicemail.
Definitely.
That's amazing.
Wow. Wow. Okay. That was bizarre. Very bizarre. I'm glad that I get to hear these for the first time on this show.
Right.
We're going to keep that up.
I was wanting to let you listen to it. So
No. You can't do that.
I know. I'm like, God, Erica, you got to listen to this shit.
I was like, I can't hear it. I got to hear live.
Yeah.
I got to hear when the people hear, because I'm a man of the people. Okay? I don't do this show for me. I do it to inform the public. Teddy, COVID's coming back.
God, are we gonna end the
Here's
show?
what's going on. Yeah, COVID's coming back. Delta COVID strain
Right.
comes from India. India has been ravaged by COVID a little late in the process.
Mm-hmm.
We got ravaged. It was like Italy.
Right.
China first, Italy, us,
Thanks, Sean.
India
Yeah.
got it ravaged by this disease. It's towards the spring. You just look at the chart and their numbers just skyrocketed.
Right.
They
The
do
wrong kind of stonks.
the wrong kind of stonks, as Cole said there. A new strain has formed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've heard of the strains, the UK strain, the South African strain, the Brazil strain, and it seems as if the vaccines have handled all those. But this new one,
God.
it's stronger. It's faster. It's more transmissible.
Mm.
And apparently the vaccines do control it.
Do the job.
But we still have a lot of unvaccinated people in this country. So if they get this, the COVID numbers in those communities, and I shouldn't say communities, those people can get sick easier.
Yeah.
And COVID could spike again for the unvaccinated. Now here's my thing. Me and him have been vaccinated, and everybody who has been vaccinated, listen to this, we're going to be due for boosters soon.
Yeah.
Why would we take boosters if it doesn't wear off? What if these people don't take the boosters? Does COVID come back and get the people who were once vaccinated?
Oh, that'd suck.
COVID was down 3-1 in the series. COVID was down. Hey, we've had a couple series. COVID was down 3-1. Are they going to come back like the Cavs did to the Warriors in 2016?
We can't let that happen.
COVID is making a resurgence. COVID is flexing its muscles, saying, "Hey, you thought we were done here? You thought we were done here?"
No. John Wick.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Yeah, John Wick, you think? Yeah, I'm back. Or Anderson Silva. I'm back. I'm back. COVID is back. People, COVID is back.
Yeah.
You took your mask off for a few months. That's cute. COVID's like, that's cute. Wait till I cook up this Delta. Wait till I cook up this Delta and put it in your nose. Put these particles in your nose.
And people are like that one. We thought we were out. We thought we were out. Just when we thought we were out, they bring us back in.
Well, COVID. Remember last summer? It kind of went away for a little bit. Cases went down. Everybody's like, COVID's over. COVID's over. It's done. I went to a wedding. No mask. Everybody had a good time. COVID was over. And then Fauci, who has got a lot of things wrong, was like, this winter's going to be a rough one.
Yeah.
He's like, you better hunker down. And we got ravaged by COVID. Thousands and thousands of deaths during the winter. After a slight pause. All right, we've had a slight pause. What happens next? People are going to ball games.
Yeah.
People are going to restaurants at full capacity.
Vacation.
Does COVID come back and win the series?
No.
You don't think so?
We can't think that way. We have to think positive.
Humans, if this was a betting line right now, probably sitting at minus 170.
We're going to win.
COVID sitting at like plus 190. Good odds for the underdog COVID here to come back and get us.
You're a fan of underdogs.
I am not an epidemiologist. I know nothing about vaccines. If we're all due for boosters and people don't get those boosters, what happens to the people who didn't get the boosters?
Good luck.
Do we get that Delta? Seems like they're naming all these strains after airlines now. Soon you'll get the Southwest, the Southwest strain. You'll get the Spirit Airline strain.
You'll get the right.
Yeah,
You'll
the
get
Alaska
the Wright
strain.
brothers. Stupid.
You get the Lindbergh strain, Charles Lindbergh.
Well, I have the states that are not looking good right now.
For the Delta strain?
Yeah, Missouri, Arkansas,
No one cares about Arkansas. Let's see.
Nevada,
No Vegas.
Colorado,
No Virginia.
Utah.
No Virginia?
No.
No, we're good. Okay, we're good here for now.
Get vaccinated. It works.
I don't care if you do or not, but
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, COVID might make a little comeback if, well, we can't really do anything. We've got the shot. We're going back to our normal lives. Everyone's gone back to their normal lives. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but COVID might make a comeback here.
Yeah.
COVID might. They might hit the buzzer beater shot in Game 7
I'm not gonna tell you what to
and
do.
beat the humans.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but vaccines work. Just saying. Don't get it if you
Yeah,
don't.
it did. It did help. I think it was the sole reason the cases went down. I mean, wonder what that Delta strain. I don't know what strain I got back in the fall. I'm pretty sure I got the COVID from Italy.
I'm pretty sure you got it from me.
You didn't get COVID from me. I got COVID from the gym, the dirty gym, I believe. The Chinese COVID, they hit the West Coast. People weren't dropping like flies. People were getting sick.
Yeah.
That Italian strain that came over to New York and just destroyed New York. That's the East Coast, baby.
Yeah.
I got that Italian strain. Little pizza strain. Little Stromboli strain. We got that Delta strain, named after an airline. We're gonna get the Etihad strain, another airline.
God.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that Delta.
You know, we were gonna send this podcast off great, and then Steve comes with an impending doom to end the episode.
I mean, my God, it's in the news, Teddy.
I know.
It's that Delta. It's that Delta.
Leave
Look
him
out
up.
for the Delta. The Delta might sneak up on us and get us if we don't wash our hands.
Yeah. I have high hopes that we'll get through
Oh,
it.
you think we're getting through it?
Yeah.
I think we're getting through it as well, but I'm just putting that scenario out there. That
Keep you on your
COVID
toes.
might come back stronger in its final form. COVID final form. What's that show where the guy's in final form?
Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z.
Super Saiyan?
Super Saiyan.
Ah! Where they scream for like 30 seconds.
It's over 9,000!
Yeah. What if COVID just goes Super Saiyan on us?
God. The big Powerball.
Yeah.
It takes like 5 episodes to make.
Let's be on the lookout for that Delta.
Yeah.
That's all I have this week.
That's all I got too.
And follow the Twitter at Unhelpful Pod. Follow the Instagram, Unhelpful Advice Podcast. Facebook, Unhelpful Advice Podcast. Join the group. We've got a Facebook group, growing it slowly.
Private group, so you have to invite yourself.
Yeah, you have to invite yourself. That's where you hear. That's where we do the most plugging.
Yeah.
The email again, unhelpfuladvicepodcast@gmail.com. If you have stories, submissions, throw them in the email. We'll read them off.
Yep.
Type it up.
Yep.
Or you can get your phone out and call us. 540-358-1583.
You'll make the show.
What?
You'll make the show.
You will make the show. Teddy has assured me you will make the show.
Yeah. Whatever you say, you'll be on.
And now that we have a camera that's actually worth a damn, Unhelpful Advice YouTube channel.
Yes.
Like the videos. Subscribe to the channel. It helps us get through the charts. We didn't say anything. You get demonetized on YouTube if you say COVID's fake. I just hyped COVID up.
Yeah.
I just said COVID's super sane. They ought to shoot our video to the moon.
God.
Because they love the dark,
fear.
the fear porn.
Yeah.
So I did YouTube a favor here by hyping up and promoting COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be fine. Rate and review on Apple Podcasts. That helps us get through
that's the most important.
the audio algorithm.
Yeah.
So please
5-star it.
please-
That helps the show out the most.
please help us get through that algorithm, because we can't really do it ourselves. It's
Yeah.
up to you guys to do that. So that's all I have this week, Teddy.
Me too. Call the hotline once again. That was so fun. And
It's gonna be fun.
best of luck to that lady and her Egypt husband.
Her Egypt? You mean he's Egyptian?
Yeah.
Her Egypt husband.
Egypt husband. Because he's Egypt. You know?
Oh my
That
God.
means.
Throw an IAN on that, Teddy. Good God, son. Egyptian.
Egyptian.
My God.
Because he's Egypt. You know. Because he's Egypt. Well, thanks for listening.
And we're out.